Rachel had 10 minutes. Here's what she did with them, and why what the police found in that ceiling 3 hours later changed how she thinks about every 5-star review she's ever read. If you haven't seen part 1, watch it first. This won't make sense without it. For everyone else, she's standing on a chair, holding his camera, and he's already messaged her that he's coming. Her first instinct, and pay attention, because this is the instinct most of us would have, was to put it back. Not to run, not to call the police, to put the camera back in the ceiling, smile through his visit, and quietly leave a day early with some polite excuse. Pretend she never saw it. Her hands were actually lifting the casing back toward the ceiling when she stopped herself. Psychologists who study betrayal have a name for this reflex. When the threat comes from a stranger in an alley, we run. But when it comes from someone inside a trust relationship, a host, a colleague, a partner, the brain does something strange. It tries to preserve the relationship first. Confrontation feels more dangerous than the violation itself. Victims of hidden camera crimes describe this exact moment again and again. The overwhelming urge to make it not have happened, not to fix it, to unsee it. Rachel didn't put it back. But what she did instead wasn't brave either. It was smarter than brave. She texted her sister the address. Then she opened the Airbnb app, hit record on her phone, and did a slow walkthrough of the apartment, the open detector, the lens, the SD card, the cable running into the ceiling, narrating everything out loud with the date and time. Then she grabbed her passport, her laptop, left everything else, and walked out the door. Not toward his house. Toward the street, toward daylight, toward a coffee shop 2 blocks away with people in it. She called 911 from there. Total time, 6 minutes. When Greg's message had said 10, she hadn't tested it. The police arrived at the property within the hour. Greg met them at the door, calm, cooperative, confused. There must be some misunderstanding. That detector came with the apartment. He was a superhost. 412 reviews. You can check. Then they opened the ceiling. The cable from the smoke detector didn't end at a memory card. It ran through the crawl space to a router in Greg's garage and to 3 more cameras. 1 in the bathroom vent, 1 in a bookshelf speaker, 1 in the digital clock on the nightstand, facing the bed from the second angle. Every feed streamed to a private server. On that server, investigators found folders, organized by guest name, going back 4 years. 4 years. Hundreds of guests. And here's the question that should be keeping you up at night. 412 reviews, 4.9 stars. Some of those glowing reviews were written by people who are in those folders. People he recorded praised him publicly, called him warm, called him welcoming, said they'd absolutely stay again. How is that possible? Because none of them knew. That's the part we get wrong about hidden camera crimes. We imagine victims as people who felt violated. Most victims of recording never feel anything at all. The violation is invisible by design. The 5 stars weren't a lie. They were rating the only part of the experience they could see. Which means a perfect rating tells you exactly one thing. Nothing visible went wrong. It cannot tell you what happened invisibly. Social proof, the mechanism from part 1 that helped Rachel's brain silence her alarms, has a blind spot the exact shape of this crime. And the platforms knew. For years, reports of hidden cameras in short-term rentals were handled quietly. Refunds, relocations, non-disclosure. Individual cases, individually settled, invisibly resolved. Researchers call this pattern institutional betrayal, when the system a victim reports to is the same system whose business depends on the story staying small. It took journalists, lawsuits, and thousands of guests comparing notes online before the industry changed its rules on indoor cameras. The rules changed because the silence broke, not before. Greg took a plea deal. Invasive visual recording, multiple counts. The folders gave prosecutors more identified victims than they could contact. Rachel's 6-minute video, the calm, narrated walkthrough she filmed with shaking hands, was the first exhibit. She still travels. She'll tell you she's not paranoid now, and she means it. Paranoia is fearing everything. What she has is a protocol. 90 seconds in every new room. Smoke detectors. Are they centered? Do they face the bed? Anything with a lens-sized hole facing where you sleep or shower. Clocks, speakers, chargers, vents. Turn off the lights and sweep the room with your phone flashlight. Lenses glint. It costs 90 seconds. It's not fear, it's the same thing as locking your door. But the real protocol, the one this whole story was actually about, isn't about cameras. It's this. The next time your gut flags something and your logic immediately explains it away, don't ask whether the suspicion is convenient. Ask whether it's cheap to check. Rachel's alarm was right on day 1. Checking it would have cost her 30 seconds on a chair. Ignoring it cost her 3 days on someone's server. Your alarm system works. The question is whether you're willing to hear it. If this two-parter got under your skin, the story of what a voice in a blizzard told a dying man to do, a voice that wasn't there, is on the channel. It's called the third man factor. It might be the strangest thing the human brain does. Subscribe. There are more hidden rules where this came from.